persecuted Christian tar en video tar både secret persecution på called Gangstalked tar videos. So I'll make another video speaking the truth. So I'm the target of a secret persecution porn called Gangstalking. I've been persecuted for more than a decade here in Sweden. And Gangstalk is really, it's called Gangstalk. So it's a secret program targeting individuals, and it's called Gangstalked on videos. So I'm the target of gangstalking here in Sweden, and people are recruited to target me in different ways in real life and online. People are recruited with a smear campaign. So-called flying monkeys get recruited with a smear campaign into participate in a persecution program. And a big part of targeting is psychological warfare and falls under the umbrella of narcissistic abuse. So the persecution I've been targeted with has been both physical and psychological. A big part of targeting is psychological abuse, narcissistic psychopathic abuse. And a common way that I'm targeted is stalking, where people get sent to show up where I am and do street theater skits, directed speech, and basically act in ways around me that I'm not supposed to be targeted by. And there's been physical targeting as well. So I'm a Christian targeted video, a persecuted Christian targeted with a secret persecution porn called Gangstalking. And a big part of targeting is psychological, where people get recruited to target with covert abuse, push my buttons. Okay, people are put up, recruited to target me in subtle ways that are hard for other people to see. So it's covert abuse. A big part of targeting is covert psychological abuse, where people get recruited to and put up to target me, and when they're in the room with me or around me in the supermarket wherever I am, they will target me in subtle ways, work to push my buttons back. So a big part of the targeting is people being recruited to push my buttons subtly on the sly. And if you react to the covert abuse, if you react to covert abuse, covert aggression with reactive overt aggression, you look like the aggressor and the bad guy. So I get targeted by people to get recruited to target me in subtle ways. So I'm a Gangstalked on video living in Sweden. I've been targeted for more than a decade with Gangstalked on videos, which is very real. The former head of Los Angeles FBI, Ted Gunderson, confirmed in his one affidavit that Gangstalk is real. And yeah, so I'm the target of narcissistic psychopathic abuse, where people are recruited to target me in subtle ways. And people get recruited with a smear campaign, and they become flying monkeys and get put up to target with covert abuse tactics, so-called narcissistic abuse tactics, where a big part of targeting is people being recruited and put up to push my buttons, basically, on the sly, and target me in ways covert abuse, in ways where I can tell this person's messing with me, but other people can't really tell, not easily. So it's designed to be covert and plausibly deniable. And a big part of targeting is targeting on the sly, push your buttons covertly, and then if you react to the provocations and the abuse, they can play dodgeball games, deny attack versus victim offender, and act like the victim, play the victim. So I ended up in a psych ward because I was talking about being abused by people. And then the same people go on a smear campaign, fake concern. We're worried about this guy. We're worried about his mental health because they were working to push my buttons and abuse me psychologically. And then when I start talking about it online, the same people go on a dogville campaign, go, this guy, we're worried about his mental health. We're concerned about his mental health. He's crazy. It's called dogville, deny attack versus victim offender. So the same people that were working to push my buttons, after I start talking about it, say, oh, this guy's paranoid, crazy things that were messing with him. They were messing with me, okay? So I ended up being taken by the police to a psych ward because I had been the victim of psychological violence and different types of abuse, and started talking about it. And then the same people that had been involved in it go, this guy's paranoid and crazy, and what about his mental health? See? So, there's been atrocities committed, the beatings uncondemned being boomers, okay? I was taken away by cuffs, being the victim of a crime and reacting to it. And the Swedish police have been doing the job in, and it's like, let's deal with it from a legal angle. Harassment is illegal in Sweden. Murder threats is illegal. Attacking people physically is illegal. And all these things have happened to me as part of targeting. But the autistic person who goes nuts from multi-year targeting by flying monkeys on them covert abuse, he gets taken away by in cuffs by the cops to a psych ward without due process. Not trial, wasn't proven to get of anything. But an autistic person being abused and harassed for years in criminal ways, once they, as intended, start reacting to it, okay, losing their stuff, okay, getting irate, okay, oh, let's take him and put it. So that's how they work, okay. So I've been targeted with covert abuse for many years, and there were some specific people that started targeting me, and I started talking about it, and then the same people go to Dava camp, and this guy's paranoid and crazy, and what about his mental health? They're not being put in a psych ward for around 24 hours, because I was visible and speaking the truth about being targeted. People worked to push my buttons, told me from the program, I had been recruited to be flying monkeys, told me with covert abuse tactics, gangstalkers, and started to speak about it, and then the same people, this guy's paranoid and crazy, what about his mental health? This guy's paranoid, he thinks they were messing with him in different ways, because they were messing with me, and I started speaking about it. So, one of the vulnerabilities of narcissists is that they always overextend and they're arrogant, so they end up doing things I have on camera where I can prove that they've been pushing my buttons doing covert abuse to me. If push comes to shove, becomes a court case, I can literally prove a pattern where it's okay, at least somebody. So that's the point. I'm a target of narcissistic abuse, psychopathic abuse. So what is gang stalking? It's a term, it's a name for a secret persecution program that targets people. And I'm a target individual target with gang stalking. And there's a lot of misinfo about gang stalking. So what does gang stalking mean? Gang stalking is a program that recruits people to target an individual, a so-called target individual. And it's called gang stalking because the big part of targeting that you get is being stalked, where every time you go outside, there's people that are sent to go where you are. So-called flying monkeys, gang stalkers. They will do things around it that you intend to, that you're supposed to notice if you're harassed by and mess with. So, I'm a target individual. I've been targeted in Sweden. I live also in Sweden. My name is Mike SAHA, and I was born 1989. And I've had murder attempts by the program. They try to make me have accidents. They've put people up to target me. I've had murder attempts by this program. I got shot in the leg with a heart attack kind of something similar. Permanent damage, war wound. This is a war. It's not just adult bullying. They've been talking with chemical warfare. They've been trying to make me have accidents. I got shot in the leg with something in the corner store by perp, like a gang stalker. Had permanent damage, and now it's on right leg from that. I do suspect that I was a assassination attempt. So yeah, I'm a target individual. I'm the target of a secret group effort persecution program recruiting people to target me in covert ways, both psychologically and physically. And I have been for many years. And thanks to God, I'm still alive and kicking, literally figuratively. So gang stalking is real. It's going on in America. It's going on in Sweden. And the former head of Los Angeles FBI, Ted Gunners, are confirming this one affidavit that gang stalking is real. Sam Vaknin has a video. Gang stalking should be studied. So I'm a target of gang stalking. I have been for more than a decade here in Sweden. And it's escalated over time, gotten worse and worse. And I'm not going to enable it and be part of the cover up by keep my mouth shut as I've been told. If I'm going to be taught with this, I'm going to speak out about it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to get said. Guess a person's going to get blocked. They didn't leave the leaving negative comments and hit the like button. Official.